afternoon and welcome everyone to the Uncensored live Q&A session, the trading talk. My name is Danny and I will give you the webinar today. To begin with, we will have the previous questions that our team has prepared, and then we will go through the questions that you guys will be asking, which I'll be pasting here. There is somebody raising their hands. Yelena, okay, very nice. Okay, I wanted to say, guys, that this is a live Q&A, so that means it's live questions and answers. There is no point raising your hands. You can just put the question down, and I'll paste it down here where it says dynamic questions. Okay, firstly, we're gonna read what's happening up here, and then we'll go down the line and solve the questions that we received along the way. Thirdly, we'll have that slide which is more informative, and then that slide is usually useful when we don't get questions about analysis, to just explain on a nutshell how analysis works. So, and it's important to note that any capital markets and trading information disclosed in this webinar is provided for informative purposes only and should not be constructed or applied as an investment advice, recommendation, or a suggestion. Okay, now beside that, I wanted to say that the webinar is recorded. It's a very common question that people want to get a recording for various reasons. If you want to rewatch the webinar in your own time, certain things you haven't understood, and so on and so on. So the easiest way to do it is just to go to our YouTube channel and type in, to go to YouTube, type in AvaTrade, go to our channel, and it should be there. Along with the rest of the webinars, by the way, all the other webinars that we're doing are usually recorded and uploaded to YouTube later on. All right, so the first question that the first thing that we're going to do is obviously to cover the questions that are here. Let's go one by one and understand what we have today. Okay, is automatic trading a good solution for busy people? Why not just, well, it may be, okay, we'll see. Second question is it recommended to trade every day? Okay. What is a trading session and how long should it be? It's not a bad question. It's not a bad question at all. Okay, the fourth one is, can trading be a primary source of income? Absolutely. This is why I used to be a pro trader. Pro trader exists by definition, to my opinion, as a profession. If you're a trader, so your primary source of income is trading. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll see how it goes. Let's just quickly get that question, and obviously we would like to have a place to jot down our notes, which can be down here. It's not a problem. And let's open our platform. Okay, now we have the Aussie and the yen. This is, by the way, the web trader. Okay, this is the web trader. You don't have to download or install anything to get onto this interface. You just log in with your email and password, and it's supposed to just look like that. Yeah. Now, I just randomly picked the pound versus dollar. There's no specific reason. I just wanted to have a chart in case we'll have to use the chart to answer the question. Now, let's examine what we have. So, first of all, let's understand what automatic trading, automatic trading is, and let's also understand what is the other, what's the other thing that we can trade with, guys? If it's not automatic trading, who knows? Pretty obvious. EA, maybe. Okay, so Miguel, you wrote down EA. That's not what I meant, but what's the other option? It's either automatic or manual. Exactly. All right, manual trading. Now, let's fix that up. What are the differences between automatic trading to manual trading? When I'm doing manual trading, obviously I spend more time, right? Because something happens automatically. If, for instance, I'll give you one example. If I'm copying somebody, obviously I don't have to spend a minute, right? That's the idea. Again, that's just the idea. So time waste, let's say time consuming, we can say maybe less time consuming, okay? Or no time consuming, but I don't want to say no time consuming because it's not correct, and I'll explain to you why. I mean, you spend less time, that's correct, but it's not that you don't spend any time at all. I'll give you an example. Let's suppose that I am trader A, okay, and I am copying trader B, okay. What will determine if I'm successful? What do you think can make me either successful or not if I'm copying somebody else? What do you think? What has the only impact on my account if I'm making profits or not? Again, when I'm copying another individual, who can help me out here? Anybody, come on. Correct. If the other trader is successful, I will be successful. Thank you, Sarah. Very simple. If I'm copying someone, if the person that I'm copying is successful, I'll be successful, and that's great. However, if I'm copying somebody who is not good, well, or maybe he is good, but at the time that I'm copying, the performance is not great, I will have the same results, right? There are systems like AvaSocial, as an example, that allows you to adjust the difference between the person that you're copying and to adjust the difference in lot size and to adjust the proportions so it would make sense. For instance, trader A, balance, let's say, let's put it this way. Trader A copying trader B, let's say. Okay. Let's say the trader A has, let's say, has 10,000 in balance. Let's use the same thing that we have in here, right? And let's say that trader B has a little more than that. Let's say 50, right? Has 50,000 in balance. Okay. Now, when I'm following someone, when I'm copying someone, obviously, if the trader is successful, I'll be successful as well. But what about the proportions? What if this trader likes to trade high lot size and is going to go for something that I can't afford? Okay, or I can, but I'm on the edge. So for instance, he's going to go for something like that. Okay, and I'm not there. Let's just understand that bit here, just so we can carry on with a bit more ease to understand how it works. So right now we're looking at pound versus dollar. Okay, don't worry, I'm going back to that, but I just want to have an idea of what's happening down here. Let's pair name, GBP/USD. Okay, just a simple understanding here. This is my primary currency, 1.2. That means that I need $1.2, $1.26 to have 1 pound. Okay, that's the idea here. Yeah, now if I look at this pair and I understand, let's suppose I'm again copying another trader. He has 50, I have 10. That's great. And he's about to take 2.5 with GBP/USD. And that requires me to have $10,576. Can somebody explain to me why I need this much? Anybody has any idea? Let's try and understand what's happening here. There is price per unit, because those are currencies, right? The lot size here is 100,000. It means that when I acquire one lot, I actually acquire 100,000. So the bare minimum 0.01 will be 1,000. Let me just quickly show you that. Okay, so 0.1 will be 10,000, and like I said, 100,000 for one lot. Now, when I'm making this comparison, I can see that quite clearly, quite right away. I can see that the value reflects from the amount of units here, okay, times the price. Now, this is not a price. This is the difference between the pound and the dollar. Again, this is as many dollars as I need to 1 pound, yeah? But if I make that value, this 100,000, if I want to know how much this position worth, it's not 100,000, it's 100,000 times that value, okay, which gives us that value. In other words, we have price per unit, or difference in currencies, okay, times amount of units equals value. In other words, 1.2696 times 100,000. Super simple. It's already written here. I mean, I don't even have to calculate it, but yeah, why not? Just a second. I'm very sorry, guys. It seems like my sound got disrupted. I hope that it works now. Can somebody please reply to me that the sound is okay? It just disappeared, but now it seems fine. Thank you, Sarah. Very nice of you. Okay. So we, where were we? Oh yeah. So when we're looking at the price per unit, or the difference in currencies, which is right here, price and difference, contract for difference. Okay, and then we get the value, which is here. Okay, and when I look at the requirement, so okay, it was 2.5. Okay, we had 2.5. We'll do that as well. So we have also the leverage. The leverage multiplies buying and selling. In this case, it's by 10. Okay, or maybe 1 to 30. And what it does is it allows me, instead of, there is a question here, why is the minimum balance increased? That's a very nice question. Let me paste it down. I have no idea, but let's try and work it out. Just a second. We're quickly gonna put it down here, or not. Doesn't let me. It doesn't let me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I had a feeling that. This is what you meant, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that very soon. Yeah, where I was with this. Okay, as I was explaining, we have here a certain amount of units, currencies. In here, we have a certain difference. When we are trading that difference, the value of our position will determine by that times the amount of units. And what allows me to maneuver with much less than the number presented here is a multiplier called leverage. In other words, if I simply divide my value by the leverage, I will then understand what can be my margin requirement, also known as margin impact. Very simple, and then I know if I'll divide this by that. Let's quickly do that together. Okay, and then I have that number, which is the margin impact. And as I was explaining about copying someone, is that when I'm copying someone and I'm using AvaSocial as an example, then I can adjust the difference. But if I don't do that, and I'm copying somebody with much more money than I have, obviously I'm not going to be able to execute the position. So this is something I need to take care of. Now, regardless, okay, just the idea here. Let's get rid of it. I'm very sorry, guys, but this is not the purpose of this webinar. I just used it as an example. So is it a good solution? So it's yeah, it could be a good solution. Obviously, if you find somebody to copy that has a proven trading record and you've done some research, let's put it this way, I wouldn't randomly copy someone before I do a little bit of understanding how the process works, what strategy he's using, if he's good or not, what kind of proportions he's using, or risk money management, because this will have a direct impact on what? On what this will have a direct impact on my account. Okay, keep that in mind. So copy trading is, as I wrote here, it's less time consuming, and that's great. It doesn't require to have maybe a strategy. Again, I don't agree with that in this one and that one, but I'm writing it to have an idea. It doesn't require you to have a strategy. Why? Because again, it's automatic. Okay. Now for manual, and this is okay. I'll carry on with manual trading, and then we'll get back to that. There is a question here. There was a time I was trying to make a withdraw. Whenever I placed a withdraw, my account was deducted, and later it went back to my account. Well, there could be. I wish this is kind of questions that I need to know the certain case, Mr. Abdullahi, because I would never know what the case is, what the issue was, and just send it to your senior account manager. Send it to your senior account manager. He will see the case. He will see why it happened, and he will locate the issue with finance. Okay, but this is obviously not something I can just pull an answer out of my sleeve. All right, so as I was explaining, copy trading can be great and everything, but I would do some checking before obviously copying someone. Furthermore, I would make, like I said, some adjustments instead in case the balance is such and my balance is different, because I don't want to blow, I don't want to wipe out my account, and I want to be consistent. Now, manual automatic trading has the impression that you don't have to do anything. Keep in mind that you still want to be able to monitor what happened with your account from various reasons. Reason A, if I'm making certain progress, maybe I can make more progress, or maybe I'm not making enough progress in terms of exponential growth. So if I'm following someone, trader B, and now I get, let's say, 2%, okay, and then I can, let's suppose, copy trader C as an example, and then I can get 5%. So this is something I'd never know unless I make this comparison. So the point here is make a decision based on knowledge and understanding, rather than just randomly picking a product from the shelf, if it makes sense. Just a bit of understanding who you're copying and so on. There are many ways to know that. Don't know who my account manager is. Well, just get an account manager from the customer service. You see, you go down to here, Abdullah. You have here chat with us or the WhatsApp. You can click on chat with us, and you can just type there, hi, please ask my account manager to call me. And yeah, usually they can, or they can help you with that, because it sounds to me something that also the customer service can assist you with. So they might either help you or send an account manager to help you. Okay. Right. Now, as I was explaining, so you want to be able to be behind the wheel. You want to make a decision which is calculated and it's knowledgeable, and not just randomly pick someone, and then if it doesn't go well, things go sideways, you'll be surprised. You want to have control. Okay, that's the point of what I'm saying. Now, if you're monitoring your account and you're monitoring the trader that you're copying and everything goes well and you make good results, amazing. Really, it's not a bad solution. But I would highly recommend to be able to know if a trader is good or not, it's not only by if he's making money or not, because somebody can have good trading time for maybe a few days or a week, and he seems very successful and so on, okay? But at the end of the day, there are some traders like myself who are more into consistency, and I want to know that it's stable in a way that secure my account, and it's not fluctuative in a way that 1 month I make 1,000, the other one I'm wiping 1,000. Okay, I'm looking for something more consistent, and this is why when I'm gonna pick somebody to copy, it will have to be someone that I've done some research. Okay, furthermore, to know that this person is good or not, I need a basic understanding of trading myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't know, right? So I'd highly recommend you to learn to trade by yourself. That's regarding automatic trading and manual trading. I'm not going to explain about what manual trading is because it's just regular trading. That's all. Manual trading, it's self-explanatory. I would just like to say that auto trading can be done in 3 main ways. Okay, we are not going to explain what each of those things is and how it can be done. We have no time for that. But just on a nutshell, when I'm copying someone, as I've explained, my account is being linked to somebody else's account. Mirror works the same way, just with a different semantics in terms of commission that I need to pay and so on. And the third one is EA. EA is a software expert advisor. It can be embedded in the account, and then it runs by itself. Alrighto, so let's get rid of that. Actually, let's not get rid of that. Let's first put here a quick explanation of what we've done, which is automatic trading can be a wonderful time-saving solution if it's being done after some analysis. Okay, not analysis on the market, you can do that as well, but some analysis in terms of who you are copying and how it goes and so on and so on, what I've explained. And again, this doesn't prevent you from doing your own stuff. It can be as an addition. Okay, second question is it recommended to trade every day? The answer is that depends on your lifestyle. What do I mean by that? I'm a busy person. I work full-time job, okay, 5-6 days a week, 9 hours a day, maybe sometimes even more. But actually, let's go with 8, okay, hours a day, okay. And let's suppose I invest, let's say 10,000. Again, we're going to use what we have here, with an ROI expected, let's say, let's go with 10% a month, okay? Now, guys, the question here is very, very simple, very straightforward. Is it recommended, okay, is it recommended to trade every day? What do you think? If I compare it to going to the gym, right? Is it good? to go to the gym every day? Oh, sorry, if it's recommended. Oh, sorry. Let's use the same semantics, right? What do you think, guys? Is it recommended to go to the gym every day or not? It depends if you want. Well, it's a bit diplomatic answer. I'm looking for something a bit more practical here. But thank you, Mitchell. Is it recommended? So if I go to the gym, okay, so Alfred, you replied yes. Okay, we have the first definitive answer. Anybody else thinks that yes, it's recommended to go to the gym every day? Yes, it's recommended to trade every day. Okay, so Yelena here, you wrote no. We have a counter. We have yes from Alfred, no from Yelena. Anybody else thinks yes or no if it's recommended to do it every day? Depends if you're... What a wonderful answer. That depends what you're planning to make, right, Philip? So the point here is if I'm let's say a bodybuilder or whatever, you know, those guys who goes to competition. Actually, I don't even need to go this far. Let's suppose I really want to stay in good shape, and I really want to have this kind of perfect body or whatever you want to call it. I might need to go to the gym every day, and then I don't have to, but I might need to train some more, right? If I'm just a casual, you know, I just want to stay healthy and I want to have you know, just a easier lifestyle or whatever you want to call it, I don't have to go every day. I can go maybe once or twice or whenever I want to go, right? Still gonna get, I can get good results. Even if I'll go twice or 3 times a week, right? If I just want to drop off some fat or whatever you want to call it. So how is this even related to trading? Who knows? I hope that you guys understood my metaphor here, right? Now it's obvious that if I work full time, 5-6 days a week, and I'm fatigued after the work, I get home and I'm tired, and I have to trade every day, that I'm not sure that I'm going to be in my optimal state to trade, because my analysis will be blurry and God knows what. So again, it's a matter of choice and it's a matter of what you're planning to achieve. But I have to tell you guys, we now have strategies and we now have indicators that saves you a lot of time. So even if you don't trade every day, you can still make unimaginable results. You can still make a lot of money even if you don't trade every day. Okay, there is trading style called swing. Can you not make money out of swing? There is another one, intraday, and there is intraday weekly, right? Which is considered very popular these days. So intraday, weekly. Why is that so popular? Why people become now, of course, you have scalping, which is faith-based trading. You can place 10 positions in an hour, sometimes even more, even 50 in an hour, some may say. But why do people go for the intraday weekly? Because the intraday weekly allows you to focus on your life and your responsibilities, and at the same time, you can set yourself a casual day, a casual maybe even 2 days, and then you have your ceremony, you have your session, you still make considerable amounts. You don't have to get rich from that, and it's really a matter of choice. So to this question, I can tell you, yes, guys, it's recommended. Go ahead, go and trade every day. From the other side, I can't tell you not to, because it depends what you're planning to achieve. So you can correlate this to the gym example that I gave down here. As a solution to this answer, I would safely say that depends what you're planning to achieve. And at the end of the day, it also depends how good you are. All right. you make money when you're trading every time, great. If you don't, so you don't have to. Let's put it here. Is it recommended to trade every day? That depends on time availability, trading ability, maybe trading level, I would say, targets, and trading style. So again, if I'm a person who doesn't like to trade every day and I'm more into weekly intraday, I can just do analysis on Monday, do my maybe execution on along the week, and still I don't have to trade every day. The following question is, what is a trading session and how should it be? Well, that's again very various, but I'm gonna give you guys an idea of what trading session can look like. What is trading session? So who can tell me what is a trading session? It doesn't need to be in that order. It doesn't need to be in that order at all. Okay? Let's also add here something else. Oh, okay, I gave you the answers. Never mind. Who wants to complete the last one? Okay, Tariq, thank you. Excellent. Let me just quickly put it down so I will remember the question. Who can help me, guys? Who can help me? And you can, by the way, everybody has his own trading session preparations, right? This is it could be my flow, but somebody else can just go directly to analysis and execution. It doesn't have to be this way. Just a second. Okay. I think I have to add that blue thingy here, so we will have an idea if it's a question or not, so we won't be confused. Like so. Okay. Yeah. I'm using, unfortunately, sir. There you go. All right. So, what do you guys think? We have observation. Who can tell me what observation is? What is observation? And how mandatory do you think that is? What is observation? Why can't I just go onto the lists, okay, in here, just randomly pick something like that, and then I go, let's go, just click on buy, let's expand it, and then click on buy, maybe even put here one lot, God knows why, and click buy. Is that okay? What's the point with observation? Who would like to continue what I'm about to write? What instruments should be? Come on, guys. I know that you can do it. Very close, Yelena. Making strategies. Ooh, that's great. Right. What instruments should be? Guys, it's impossible that I'll open my computer and every time I want to trade, I'm going to go through 200 instruments or 500 instruments. Who's going to do that? And why would I do that? There's no point. Right? So observation, what instruments should be analyzed? Whether if it's gold, whether if it's Tesla, whether if it's something else. Preparation, what is preparation, guys? Who wrote here? Making strategy? Exactly. So preparation is basically thinking of but what kind of position I will take, and maybe I need more than one position. Maybe I need another asset. I need two assets at the same time, right? So maybe preparation will be not composing the strategy, but maybe modifying the strategy. Okay, so I will know what's going to be the size of the position, what I'm planning to make, what I'm planning to perhaps to risk, and so on and so on. What is analysis? What is analysis, guys? We have two types, right? What's the other one? What's the other type of analysis we have, guys? Technical analysis, and then again, it doesn't need to be in that order. It's important for me to establish this. Everybody does this differently. Really, everybody does this differently, so it doesn't need to be in this order. Fundamental. Thank you, Matthew. Very nice. Very nice. Making a lot of progress today, guys. You guys are amazing. Fundamental analysis. Okay. In other words, we've opened the chart. We've choose some. Thank you, Alfred. Very nice. We did some observation. We looked at some stocks. We looked at some indices. We looked at some things. Okay, and then we choose. Okay, those are the instruments we would like to use. Okay, no problem. Then we modify the strategy. We say, okay, we are looking at copper, and we are looking at there are a lot of things here. Wheat, and we are looking at Nasdaq. And because in my sheets, in my plan, I wish to make, let's say, $600, and I'm gonna analyze A, B, C. I know that each of those assets needs to grant me with 200 on average. Again, I can take 100 here, 50 here, and then 450 here, right? It doesn't need to be exact, but the point here is at this stage, I'll be focusing on how I'm about to launch, what I'm about to do, right? So we have observation, we've done that, we looked at the assets, we've understood, okay, it looks nice, the chart looks nice, the structures looks nice, the support and resistance, everything seems reasonable. Okay, and then we've done the preparation. We said, okay, we're going to take this position. It will be maybe 0.1. This will be okay, something else. We're not getting into that because it's too time consuming to add it to the question here. And then we get to analysis. In analysis, we're going to go into DAFs, and we will understand support and resistance. We will also read about what's happening them. Nasdaq, what's happening with the economy to understand perhaps there is an impact with the interest rate. Wheat, maybe there are decisions about the harvest or something else, or transportation. Copper can also be reflected by the economy as a safe haven, but it's weaker as compared to the rest. And once I've done the analysis, I'm ready for, come on guys, nobody has given me a precise answer. What is the last thing we do when we are ready to trade? We've done everything. Everything on the chart is perfect for us to just, what's the last step? To execute the positions. Super, very nice, Tariq. That's excellent. I have to give it to you. All right, so this is now, what do you, exactly, now everybody, very nice. Okay, so now I know that you've understood, and that's great. So in our trading session, this is one way to have a trading session. Again, it doesn't have to be this way. You can eliminate the first two. You can even you can go directly to here, but I'm not sure how good that will turn out. Yeah. Now, how long do you think that it should be? Let's give you some options because we are running out of time, and I want to give you another few inputs. Let's say 10 to 30 minutes, 30 minutes to, let's say, 60 minutes, therefore 1 hour. Let's say 60 minutes to, let's say 180, so that's 3 hours, okay, or more. What do you think, guys? Should a trading session be 10 to 30 minutes, 30 minutes to 60 minutes, 60 to 180, or more? What do you think? What do you think, guys? What from those options seems more reasonable as the time length of your trading session? How long will you be sitting next to the computer and practically do those things? Yes, of course, Camille. So I'll share your question, Camille. Camille, you're asking if I should include all the fourth in my trading session. The answer is absolutely yes. This let's say 30 minutes to 60, it's not only for observation. I mean, I can spend an hour only looking at the instruments. I can do that. Will it get me somewhere? I'm not sure. So of course, in my trading session, I want to be able to plan it out so I can go through all of those steps safely. Okay, all right. So we have Tariq here. 30 to 60 seems fine. Yelena, you are on weekly time. It depends. Okay. All right. Okay. So out of the four, from what I see, most of the audience choose this, which again, it's an hour. It's completely, to my opinion, it's completely enough to go through all of that. If I spend 10 minutes here, another 10 minutes to modify, I'm not going to create a strategy because I already have it. Just modifying it, analysis, you can definitely spend time on that. And yeah, execution, it's taking a minute just to make sure that the numbers here are as you want, and then you can carry on with ease. You should know that it's not mandatory, but the more time you'll put into those, well, the more you'll know what will happen with a position. You can't know if you'll make profits or not, but at least you'll know what can the outcome be. Okay, so let's paste it down. The question is, though, if we will be able to, yeah, I had a feeling. Let's see if we can minimize that, and then it will give us the, that's 10. Have I done a mistake making it smaller? Let's try and make it this way. No, it seems fine. Now, can trading be a primary? I mean, I've got no problem to answer on that question, but I guess you guys already know the answer, right? You guys know we are professional traders, so of course the primary source of income is trading, so it's self-explanatory. But actually, I would like to maybe give an idea to whoever plan to be maybe consider or already decided to become a pro trader. Okay, what is needed to be a pro trader, or maybe what is needed? What do you think what is required to make trading primary source of income? What do you think? Please advise where I can watch the recording, please. Ahmed, I guess that you've missed the first segment, which I've explained that the webinars can be reviewed on our YouTube channel. You can just go to our YouTube channel. You're going to find all the webinars there, including this one, and including the previous webinars. That's great. That's great. I have to say, Alfred, nice one. Yeah, thank you. Okay. But let's be practical, guys. What do we need? We need money. That's correct. What's the other thing that we need? The capital and the knowledge. Let's put that down here. So we have knowledge. Okay. What else do I need? We need money and we need knowledge. What else do we need? Education, okay. Education is maybe under knowledge, but okay. What else do we need? If I'm getting practical, okay, I have knowledge, I know all the things, but what else do I need? If I'm trading plan, ooh, Matthew, you're shining today. Trading plan. Why do I need a trading plan though? Trading plan. Why can't I simply say I'll make money out of trading? Pretty good at trading. So if I'm pretty good, can I just rely on it to make money, to provide for me, for my family, whatever responsibilities I have without a trading plan? Need a mentor like AvaTrade to provide. Mentorship, okay, could be. Let's put it down here. Mentorship can also be provided from a senior account manager, so we're going to put it in here. Okay, what else? A broker. Wow, there we go, guys. So we have few things here. But the bottom line is not written here. I need to make enough money to do what? If this is my primary source of income, what is the reason? What exactly do I need a primary source of income for? To pay my expenses. Thank you, Dave. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So I need to make enough money to cover my things. Let's put it this way, okay? Because everybody has different expenses. Somebody can pay mortgage, somebody maybe has kids to, to educate and all kind of things. But at the end of the day, I need enough money to cover my things, okay, my bills. Let's put it this way. So in this case, once I have acquired, let's suppose I have a little bit of money, I have a little bit of knowledge, I've saw some tutorials, some videos, okay, and I have a trading plan. Maybe I'll put it this way because it does make sense that a mentor or an account manager can assist you with the plan, right? And once I know, okay, my bills are, let's suppose, just again, I'm just taking a round number. You don't have to. Okay, I need to make at least 1,500 to be able to call it my primary source of income, right? As long as I can make that, that's great. If I don't make that, well, I can maybe have income from different places. But if I'm only trading and this is my sole source of income, it's not going to be enough. So before I'm becoming a pro trader, what I want to do is to understand how much money I'm planning to make, how much money I need to make, how frequent will it happen, how much money do I need in order to make it all happen, to take the position, to do it with risk money management. I need to think about all of that. So becoming a pro trader is not impossible, but it does need some planning to do. Okay. I don't really want to put it in a form of a list, so I'm simply going to type down as an explanation. Trading can be a great primary source of income as long as we are able to make sufficient amount to cover our expenses. Okay, let's put it this way. To make enough to cover our expenses, and we have the knowledge, and money to do so. All right, let's see the questions that we received. Why is the minimum deposit? Minimum deposit can change variously depending on promotion that AvaTrade has, and that's the main reason. To be honest, who asked me this question? It was in the beginning, right? Can we please talk about stop loss and take profit settings and question? Okay. Okay. All right. So whoever asked me this question, okay, is it possible to get few one-on-one sessions? Yeah, absolutely, Tariq. The one-on-one sessions is something you get from an account manager. And then the other, in a few minutes, you know what, let me give you that now, because every time I give it to you at the end, people complain that they don't have a time to copy and paste the coupon. So I'm going to give it to you now. Let's paste it in the chat. Okay. So this is something Tariq, and not only Tariq, everybody, obviously everybody else can enjoy that as well. You're going to have that. You're going to give it to your senior account manager, send it on the email after you've made a deposit, and he can give you a one-on-one premium market review. Okay, one-on-one session, just you and him or her. And yeah, super useful. Now, regarding the stop loss and the take profit, let's quickly hover onto our copper. Stay with copper, why not? Okay. And how do I maneuver with copper? How do I set the stop loss and the take profit? So what I'm going to do is just to simulate here with $0.50 up, okay, which brings us to 4.4. It's not what I wanted. Let's do it this way. And just a second, and let's go for $0.50 up, which brings us to 3.461. Sorry, 5. Okay. Now, how do what's the point here with the stop loss and the take profit? So those are both pending orders. Let's get rid of that. And let's fetch Mr. or Mrs. I really don't know who asked me that question, guys. I apologize in advance. There's so many questions here, and I can't remember it all. No, the second question, unfortunately, I don't think we'll have time, but we'll try that. All right, so take profit and stop loss are pending orders. Okay, SL stop loss stops the position automatically with a loss, and take profit, which is take profit, stops the position automatically with a profit. Now, to be able to determine what can be my potential gain or loss, I have to go by units times price difference equals potential profit or loss. This is being taught on the beginners for webinars, and you can a webinar for beginners, and you can get an idea how this system works, units times price difference, and you can have a better idea how to understand that. Now we're just going to quickly use the platform to do it a bit well automatically. And what's happening here is we have copper, we have 1,000 units of it, and because we're looking at half a dollar times 1,000, obviously if it would have been 1,000, right? $1,000 times half a dollar equals, who knows? It's written right here, guys. To be honest, it's written right here. You don't even have to go too crazy to know that. 500, exactly. And how so? That's because we acquire 1,000, and the difference between the current price, super simple, guys. I swear to you, this is one of the simplest things to understand. Now price is 39615. Take profit price 4.4615, half a dollar away. We have stop loss price 3.4615, which is half a dollar away. I mean, how simple is that? And then we're going to compare just this and that, and we will see that this is $5 difference. And because we have 1,000 units and we are looking at half a dollar, it's simply just like you guys wrote on the audience, $500. So what I can do is I can change the length of the take profit and the length of my stop loss. Okay, and what will happen is it will, well, it's very far away. Never mind. We're just learning, and I want you guys to have the ability to maneuver with it. The point of this example is not to turn you guys to experts, but just to be able to maneuver. So I've placed the lines, and I have it up here, 500 and 500 down here. Logic here is that when I'm buying something, my intention is that the value will increase. And if, God forbid, it decreases, then I'll have losses. Okay, and I can adjust the difference between where it's going to be. If it's too far away, I can get it closer, and then it will have an impact on my take profit, on my profit. And if I want to minimize the loss and I want to get it closer, watch what happens if I get a little closer to where it's at right now. Let's make it like 9. Well, 9 is where it's at right now. But if I put it 8, which is 10 cents less, 10 cents less times 1,000 gives us 100. That I can control how much I can potentially lose. Okay, even though there is no guarantee for the stop loss, but it does give me a very nice idea of what to expect. Guys, unfortunately, we are out of time for today, and I really appreciate whoever assisted me along the webinar. That was wonderful, giving me all the answers and the questions, and that's just great to see that people improve and learn. It's exactly the reason why AvaTrade is asking us to do those webinars. I'm happy that you guys can enjoy that. Yeah, the rest is up to you. So I wish you all to have a fruitful week, profitable week. Best of luck with trading, and join us for the next one. Until then, have a good day.